Hey guys, Ritz here. I'm actually going to be doing a product review today. I was really ecstatic that my team Bork got second in the Splitgate SPS for week 4. So I wanted to go ahead and get this review done. I had a company reach out to me called ColdClutch, and they made a Mousepad that was a desk pad that is similar to the Hayate Yatsu when it comes to speed. So talked to them a little bit. They sent it out to me. I actually really liked it because I started getting some PBs and aim labs and then Kovacs, and I was like, huh, I'm gonna try and run this. So today was day 2 of me running this in the tourney, and as people saw my performance, I did extremely well. Which I know I can't 100% say I changed my mouse pad, but my aim felt very solid, and I felt like fantastic on this. So I wanted to go ahead and go over it. So this is, let me see if I can get a good angle for this. I'm not really the best product reviewer. But here is the ColdClutch. Let's see if I can give a review of what it looks like. Not the best setup for this, but here you can see this is the extra extra large version. You can see that they have the logo, which is raised on the bottom right. You can see it on the left hand side as well. It also is raised, which I know some people aren't the biggest fans of. It also has the stitch ends, which are a little bit raised, as you can see. So if you put your arm on it, you can feel it. However, when it comes to the actual texture and feeling of it, it's pretty unique. I would say that it's extremely soft. I'd say it's in the same category of softness as the GameSense Radar, except for it's not as plushy. I really am a fan of the soft pad just because I use a really heavy sense. My arm slides across it, and it feels extremely fast left to right. Like I said, high Ateyatsu level speed, comfortable around that. If I did a mouse test where I slid it across, is very similar. The other thing I noticed is that there's definitely a difference that at least I can perceive going from if you're in motion to left and right versus drawing up and down. Whenever I drew circles to do a quick test, it had a little bit more of a pancake, which indicates that there's probably a difference in the X and a Y, which to me was a non-issue. In fact, it felt really good because once I had my mouse in motion, it was very easy for me to keep it on the same plane. So for headshots and splitgate, felt fantastic. The other thing I really like is because it's the extra extra large, I have the space that I can slide my entire arm. Like I said, I'm currently playing 42.5 cm, which is a pretty heavier sense than most people probably use. So it definitely needed a space for it. I do wish that they had a larger size. The reason being is that on my current sense on going club silo, there's some situations where if I'm doing extreme vertical, my mouse would actually be touching the end. So I contacted them about it. I'm like, hey, this is something I would love to have in a bigger size. Definitely vertical. Not necessarily needed to go more on a horizontal plane to be larger on my current sense, but it would be nice. I know there's some of you guys out there that play like 70 cm and some heavier senses. That would be pretty handy. Uh, this will probably be very hard to show if my current setup, if you can even like take a look here. You can't really see it, but one thing I wanted to point out is that the base of this is actually kind of like the same texture as like basketball shoes. And my desk is actually generally pretty slippery. My Aqua Control Plus, most mouse pads except for my artisans would actually slide a bit. And even my artisans, if I push them enough, I could force them to move. But I believe it's called like a shoe bone grid. I'd have to double check what exactly they called their texture for the herringbone traction. There you go. So it's called the herringbone, which is that pattern that's on shoes. But I can't get this to move. If I even have both hands trying to push it on my desk, like it's crazy, like how sturdy it is. And I'm a big fan of that. It came out laying flat. I still have the box. So I can show what it looked like. I know some people care about the presentation. I thought this was, nice and adequate. Shows off the texture. You can look at it, ooh, and then you get it. But I'm a big fan of desk mats. But yeah, I guess I'm trying to break this down so I'm not a little bit incoherent. Love the texture. It's soft on my arm. I felt very much in control of aiming my mouse. It was definitely fast, but controllable, similar to the Hayate Yatsu. This mouse pad is going absolutely nowhere, no matter how much I throw my arm and my weight around, which is absolutely fantastic because I hate when a mouse pad slides. I feels like I'm losing some of that micro. I got new PBs on this. In fact, I hit my highest score ever on decision shot on aim labs, and now I'm 1,000 out of 1,000 score, which is really sick. Really, the only criticism I have is they have the ColdClutch on the side and the bottom right. I really wish that it wasn't raised. I wish it was like a built-in, and you only had one of it. Think like how the Artisan series does it at the bottom right. How cool that looks. I feel like having the double kind of makes it like it looks cheaper. So I definitely do that. I think they were talking about reducing the sides of the stitch so that it would be more flat. I think that'd be fantastic if it wasn't raised on the ends. If it that was gone, my arm would be flatter on it. And then the how it sticks is fantastic. If I haven't already said that like 5 million times, I just love how sturdy this pad is. And if it was a little bit bigger, it would be nice just for cosmetics and then for some people some heavy senses. But yeah, I mean this gets my approval. In fact, I might this might be my main for the foreseeable future. I'm a really big fan of the texture. In fact, Toby is going to get one as well, and we'll see how he does with it. And I'm not sure if Corn's going to grab it. I know Bitey's using his SkyPad, but this is really cool. I'm extremely happy with it. And this is my formal review. I wish I had a better setup for this, and if people are super interested and want to see more of this, let me know. Also, just let me know how I can make this better. Like I try to show it with my webcam, and I can talk about it how I used it in Split, and maybe I could do like in game talking about me sliding on it. But I mean, it's a mouse pad. There's the only thing to talk about is the texture. It was great. Does it stick to my desk? Yes. What's the speed level of it? Is it affected by humidity? They said no. They did water testing, and the raised surface where if your mouse was over for the logos is, and I think that covers all the points. So yeah, just let me know. Thanks, guys. Take care.